G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here. So welcome to the third video of this gameplay series for Deep Space D-6 Armada. This one is the second gameplay video, and things really kick off with a few more exciting battles and that sort of thing. So yeah, hopefully enjoy it, and see you for the next one as well. Alright, sorry folks, we've had some technical difficulties. So when we left off, I think we had just revealed that there was a event at Kagawa, but then all the storage on my iPhone reached maximum with filming all the videos. So I don't know, we must have lost about half an hour or so worth of footage, but I'll catch us up. So yeah, we revealed an event at Kagawa, which is a volcano on one of the moons of Kagawa is on the verge of erupting. Observe and report while maintaining a safe distance from the naturally developing civilizations. And this is a prime event, so we do need to complete this distress beacon as a matter of priority. And in order to do this, we need to get an engineering, science, an engineering and a science in that section to complete this as well. And as a reward, we'll get 2 credits, and if we fail, we will suffer 2 hull damage if we don't succeed in that. And then if we don't succeed, we can keep trying to do that mission again. And in fact, because it's a prime mission, we are definitely going to have to succeed in that at some point, because otherwise we're not going to be able to complete the rest of our distress beacons. So, but with us losing some footage there, what has happened since is that we tried to repair our ship. We repaired it a little bit with 2 hull points. We repaired up to 5 damage. Then we flew over to Kagawa and attempted to complete this mission. And we started off really well. We got all of the symbols we needed, bar the final science one that we needed. And unfortunately, we just kept with our rerolls. We kept rolling, and eventually ran out of dice. We did not see that science symbol come up at all after that. So we were stuck on this planet, and what that's meant is that over the last couple of rounds, we've built up an enemy fleet number 5 of 2 ships at Titan 6, and we also have the 25th fleet of 2 ships on Invictus as well as another distress beacon appearing on Terra, which is rising sea level. So we're going to need to complete these crew requirements on this card, and the actual rewards and penalties are the same. So 2 hull damage if we fail, and 2 credits if we succeed. And this has an ongoing, this is one of the hazard effects, so this has an ongoing effect of not being able to use the way station on Terra. So as long as this mission is in effect for the rest of the game, Terra does not count as a place where you can purchase any heroes. So in fact, that's the only thing it has on it. So it essentially means there's nothing to gain on Terra while this event is here. So not great, but we do need to complete this prime mission first. We're not allowed to attempt this mission until this and any other prime missions are available. So we need to do this. So like I said, we failed in our first attempt. We did then go to the way station on Kagawa. We sort of changed tact. Instead of trying to repair our hull, the first thing we did, we had that those 4 credits. So we've actually picked up Rigsis Gen 2, who is a medical specialist. He's actually, I think, a droid or a xeno robot, so a robot built by an alien race, and autonomous mana design used for various auxiliary roles on a starship. They are slightly unsettling due to their large size. So they provide us with a bit of science, which is, I think, one of the main reasons I picked it was because the science was was the symbol we kept looking for and didn't get. So this gives us a little bit more chance to get some more science. Plus it has some medical stuff, which handy on away missions. The medical stuff allows you to get those rerolls, or at least not lose dice when you do your rerolls. And he has this power here, Ebb. On away missions, you may assign crew to a section even if they would not complete that section. So essentially that allows us to put crew out onto a section that normally would not have the right facing for it. So I think as long as you don't have a blank, you can put the symbols wherever you want. So that's quite handy. So we had trouble with our away mission, so we picked him up. We did, interestingly, also have this as a choice. This would have been a good one too. We've already got Solus, who gives us a discount on ships. Caillou here, or Caillou, would have given us a discount on heroes as well. So therefore, everything would have been a bit cheaper for us. But we just seem to be in a bit of a pickle here, trying to get through this away mission. So we've gone with Rigsy instead. Or Rigsis, or I'm calling him Rigsy. So now where we're up to, we've just bought him. So we're adding him to our dice pool. And now for our second action, we're staying on Kagawa because we want to complete this, hopefully. We are going to attempt again to roll for some repairs. So again, with repair rolling, we roll all of our dice, all of our available crew dice, including hero dice, and we're looking for these engineering symbols. So I don't know that we have any engineering symbols on our heroes, except that Solus has the command symbol, which is a wild. So essentially we have a couple extras there as well. So we're looking for these engineering symbols. Here we go. Oh, not great. Nothing. Okay, so yeah, that's not good. So losing that first attempt meant that the repair that we had done earlier was rendered useless. We lost the 2 hull that we had healed in the first place, and now we haven't healed anything back there at all. So that's not good. But let's dive back into observing this volcanic eruption here. So we'll see how we go. All right, hopefully we can have a better roll this time. All right, so we're rolling the dice. Now, okay, interesting. So we have engineering is what we need, and we also have another engineering. Now, this command symbol can be used as a wild, so we'll use that as a science. And now we have two medics here. So what could normally happen is if as long as we've rolled at least one medic and we're not assigning it somewhere, that means that when we do our re-roll, because we haven't completed the section, we wouldn't have to send someone automatically to the infirmary. If we hadn't rolled those medics, then when we do our re-roll, we have to spend 1 dice, put it in the infirmary, and then you have less and less dice with each re-roll to try and complete the missions. Now, however, in this situation, because we have Rigsy, on away missions, you may assign crew to a section even if they would not complete that section. So I think what that means, we had in the previous bit, I went back and forth on this a lot. I think what that's saying is I can send, with this medic, for example, over here, this medic symbol can go here, which normally would not complete that, but it does now. So again, if I'm wrong about that, if Tony Go, the designer, for some reason is watching this, if he wants to let us know, or if anyone is playing the game already and interprets that differently, please let me know, because as far as I can see, that's how that works. He seems very powerful. It seems almost impossible to fail unless you're rolling a lot of blanks. It seems almost impossible to fail a away mission, but we'll see. Okay, well, we have succeeded here finally, and what that means is we're going to get another 2 credits So we'll put those in here. We take all our crew back, and we are going to not have to worry about that 2 hull damage, which is great because we're only on 3 at the moment. That's been completed. That means we are now not worrying about that prime mission anymore. We can focus on some others. But the galaxy, the threat to the galaxy is still going ahead. So we've cost ourselves some time there, which means we're going to get another enemy fleet. We're getting another distress beacon out before we really can do much more. So let's have a look. We have to start with the event, or the distress beacon, and it is number 44. Okay, we had 45 I think before, so let's keep going. 44. Okay, communication. Communication satellites have been damaged by space debris. Get out there and fix them. Okay, so this is at Zenith 1. Okay. So, well, it's the same sorts of symbols we're looking for here. Same penalty, same success as well. And I'm noticing that we still haven't seen any of these microchips. So one of these days I'd like to see one of the things that actually helps you meet the end game objective. Okay, so that's that. We'll do our threat. No hazards to worry about. This is an ongoing hazard rather than one that triggers. So we've got a new fleet at Zenith 1. Okay, well at least we can sort of perhaps kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It's a fleet of 2 again. Seeing a lot of the same here. Okay, we have fleet, the 14th fleet. Here we go, the 14th fleet. And I think I mentioned this off camera before. So the idea being that you can plan for these away missions. So these distress beacons, you always see, they're always face up. You see what they are. You know what you're aiming for. You can pick and choose. You can try and buy crew or things that you need for this situation. Whereas the enemy ships, you never really know what's in them unless you can get, I guess, maybe some modules that maybe let you scan them and things like that. So they're a bit of an unknown. Okay, so that's the end of, I think this is either the end of the 3rd or the 4th round with that time skip. It's a bit of a temporal anomaly there. Apologies. So now we go into the next phase. So as the players, we get to, I guess we want to repair and move, I guess. It would be nice to sort of spend some credits again, but really we need to repair if we're about to head in and deal with a fleet. I guess we could head over here and try and deal with this event first without worrying about a fleet, but before dealing with the way station, we would be wanting to do any purchasing and that sort of thing. And there's no way station here, although we could do it here. So we could equip someone, or equip the ship, or we could buy another crew member and then head across here and then deal with that without worrying about the fleet. But if we let these fleets build up too much, they're going to be too big for us to handle when we eventually fight them potentially. So there is a shipyard there as well, so we could fly there, we could heal up, and then maybe buy some modules next turn or whatever it might be. So I think this might be the way to go. Plus we want to see some combat, right? You guys are waiting for, that's what you come here to see. So let's do it. So we'll fly across this way. That's our 1 action. 2nd action, we will repair. So we'll use the shipyard here. Maybe we thematically, let's repair here at Kagawa and then head over to Zenith 1. So we're not repairing in the shadow of our enemy there. So, although technically there's nothing saying that we can't go here. We're still in the planning phase. We can repair and then going into the encounter phase, we deal with the enemy. Okay. So either way, let's do that. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Right, not going to say anything more about that. That's fantastic. Thank you, crew. You've done a bang up job there. Okay, so right, so we've moved, we've not repaired, but we tried, and now we go into the encounter phase. First step is the combat phase. So we're engaging the 14th Fleet. All right, hopefully they are not too tricky. We've only got 3 hull. All right, so flip the top card. It is a Swan. Okay, so this is a mercenary ship. Very weak, but has three shields. So this would be great if we had a kinetic weapon. We'd be able to puncture straight through this shield and take this guy out pretty quickly. But let's have a look. So while he is protected, while he's still around, he's going to be dishing out 1 energy damage if the enemy rolls a 2 or a 3. And then I believe if he rolls a 3, he also sends 2 or a 3, 4, and 5, sends 2 enemy units to the infirmary. So this is where our medics are going to come in handy, because we're going to need the medics to keep rescuing our dice that are going to get locked up in this infirmary from this guy potentially. So he's going to be one that we do want to deal with quickly. The problem I find in this game is that everyone is, there's 2 of them. 2 of them. Now sometimes these have, the same ship might have different dice that it triggers off, but these look like they are identical. Okay, so wow, that's a lot of shielding. Luckily we've got our twin linked system, so we can that'll hopefully help us out, but we'll see how we go. All right, 2 Swans. All right, now this, because they are both mercenary ships, there is only 1 suit here, so when we're recovering and we're getting salvage at the end of this battle, we're only going to get 1 credit, because we only get the highest credit rating from each suit. So there's only 1 suit here, which means we can only get credit from 1 card, and they're both the same amount, so we're going to get 1. Okay, well, we've got 3 shields, we've got 3 hull. Let's get into it. Don't forget Solus over here. So we really need to take these guys out. We need a lot of ideally so we can't repair our hull at the moment in combat. So yeah, we just want to deal as much damage as we can quickly. Let's see. Okay. Well, shield's not going to help us that much. No, nothing doing. All right, so one measly damage. Let's put it on the first ship, I guess, and 1 shield down. There's no ability here though for the Swans to recharge their shields. So that's one thing at least, I guess. I guess we can, for all intents and purposes, with our weapons here, these essentially now count as having 4. They're just 4 damage, because we don't have anything that gets through those shields. So they're quite tough. All right, what are they doing? They are doing a 2. So they're not triggering the infirmary, which is good, but they are going to do 2 energy damage. So luckily we do have our shield, so that's going to knock us down to 1 shield remaining. So that's not too bad. We got away with that. So the 2 triggered this 2 here on this one, did 1 damage, and triggered this ship as well with the 2 there. Doing 2 damage, or 2 damage to our shield. All right, well, let's see if we can show them that we mean business. All right, we fired a warning shot across the force field. Let's take him out now. All right, maybe some shielding would be good to you too, to repair that shield. Well, speaking of shielding, we got 1, so we can repair that up to 1 there. But we didn't get anything else that's going to be useful. This is terrible. All right, so I guess I'm highlighting how brutal this game can be if you are not rolling well. Okay, so we're going to roll the enemy and see what they trigger. Oh, interesting. Okay, they don't trigger at all on a 6, so we got away with 1 there. So there we go. Can't complain too much, because we got lucky that time. So they're not doing anything to us. All right. Here we go. We're starting to get Oh, you know what I forgot too? You guys are probably screaming at the camera. We rolled 1 firepower with this ship earlier, which means we trigger, we're allowed to count anything that's in this weapon system as also in this weapon system. So we actually could have been doing 2 shots. Now in this case, with the 2 different weapons, we could have shot one at one and one at the other, or we could have shot both at the same ship. I think in this case, may as well try and get rid of one at least, right? So we will have spent that on there, and then having a look here, we've got 2. So this is quite good. So now we can put these 2 in here, which is going to give us 2 shots plus another 2 shots over here. So it's really sort of doubling your output, which is pretty good. We don't need to worry. It's good. We rolled a couple of medics there, which is what we want against these guys. But luckily, we haven't had anyone sent to the infirmary, so they're all a bit useless at the moment. So we'll put them here. And Solace, what is with him and just not rolling anything? Oh, well, he does have 3 blanks, so I guess that's why. Okay, so we're doing 2 damage. So bang and bang. So that's enough to take out the first swan, and then another 2 damage from the twin-linked system. So we'll start thudding into this shield array here too, and we are allowed to split our fire because this is essentially coming from a second weapon. Okay, now like before, the swans are going to get to activate before the first one is taken out. So you have your roll, you assign all the damage, you then trigger the enemy, and then you resolve any damage that's been put on the enemy. So, jeez, oh God, it's a 4-foot table and I've missed it. Okay, wow, that targeting system was not great there. Missed the entire table. All right. Ooh, and well, there you go. That makes sense. But these guys were knocked offline. Targeting systems have gone haywire. They've completely missed the entire table. We'll put that away. 2, 3. So this guy gets taken out. Put them over there. And the last swan is still kicking. We've got to do 1 more shield damage and then 1 more hull damage. So let's see if we can do it. Okay. I was going to say, we don't want to end up in a situation where we've got him on 1 health and he just keeps hitting us, knocking us down with our hull. That would be not great, but I think we're okay here. This is not great, but it's also, this is okay. So we've done 1 shielding, so that's going to help buy us some time. So we can go back up to full shields, which is great, because we're not actually going to be able to take him out. We've got this 1 command dice, which we can use as a firepower. Oh, hold on. We can. This is great. Now, I believe because this counts as a firepower, we can still trigger this ability. So because for all intents and purposes, this counts as a firepower, it can also be shared across. So normally we would only be doing the 1 damage, which is only enough to take out the last shield, but twin link systems kick in and we take him out. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right. This Hades is. I'm liking this system. This is maybe going to carry us through. All right. Now we just need to get busy finding some of these victory condition events. So we'll see how we go. That was good. So we took out the last swan. Actually, before we took out the last swan, I was supposed to roll the dice. So my apologies to the swan. We didn't give him his last swan song. So here we go. For our troubles, he sends 2 of our crew to the infirmary. But at the end of a round of combat, if you're victorious, you return your shields to full, and you also return anyone from the infirmary. So they're all back. Put these guys on their cards. That's great. Okay, well, we did that. We've got 1 credit for our trouble. Okay, remembering that we only get the highest value of any suit, so there's only one suit, the mercenaries in that round, and their highest card was a 1 because they were both the same card. Okay, so we've done that. Now we're still on Zenith 1, and now we can deal with, now we've sort of made the the fleet beat a hasty retreat there, we can deal with this situation. So we're looking at the satellite repairs. So they were obviously hanging around the space debris as well. Communication satellites have been damaged by space debris. Get out there and fix them. All right, so let's try and deal with this. We'll send our crew in. So the second part of the encounter phase is the away missions. So hopefully this will go well. We've got Riggsy here who seems overpowered. I'm not sure if I'm misinterpreting that rule. So we needed, and this is where it just seems overly powerful. On away missions, you may assign crew to a section, even if they would not. So maybe it just means one section. So for example, I could send these two here, but that's just one section. That seems more in line. Otherwise, it just seems to. Otherwise, I could just be like, well, I'll put this guy out in the last one and we win. And what's the point of rolling the dice? So yeah, I don't know. I think maybe just one section. So all right, so we've completed that section there, and then we haven't rolled a science symbol. We don't have another way to get science out there at the moment. But because I have also rolled a medical symbol on this away mission, I can pick up all of the dice and re-roll them rather than having to send someone to the infirmary. Okay, so he's a field medic. And there we go. So we've got our, Riggsy. I think he's going to make our life a lot easier here with these away missions. We've got our last science there. So obviously we've scienced the heck out of it. And we're successful. So 2 credits. Don't have to worry about the failure. So now we're cooking with gas. All right, so we get rid of this distress beacon. We get our 2 credits. Now we're looking good. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 credits. Oh, we can spend up big. Maybe we should go shopping at the shipyards this turn coming up. All right, take our crew back. All right, we're starting to work like a well-oiled machine here. Okay, we're going to, after the encounter phase, we do have to see though, because things are sort of building up a bit. I guess we were able to get rid of 1 fleet there, but we're going to have to sort of get moving to sort of keep on top of this. So a new distress beacon 56. Okay, here's hoping it's a good one. Okay, 56. Okay, it doesn't give us any endgame objectives, but it is going to give us credits, and it's only worth 1 failure or 1 damage to the hull if we fail, so that's not too bad. Call of the Wild. Oh, I didn't read the flavor text first. Sorry, guys. Terra. All right, so heading back to Terra. The wildland areas of Terra are still dangerous zones filled with wild predators, probably filled with sharks because of the rising sea levels. Assist the locals by joining them on the hunt. Oh, got to get a bigger boat. All right. So, Call of the Wild. Now, neither of these are prime events, so we could choose to do either one. However, we can only do a maximum of 1 each turn. But here are the 2 distress beacons here. Okay. And we just need to finish off the round by seeing where the latest threat has been detected. And it is Kagawa. All right, so reinforcements. This is a new style of card. All right, so here we go. So, whoa, here we go. Add 1 enemy ship to all fleets add 1 enemy ship to all fleets at all locations. Wow, if there are no fleets, create a new fleet of 3 enemy ships at Kagawa. Interesting. So this is actually, even though it said Kagawa here, that's only if it triggers this effect, but this is actually adding 1 enemy ship to all fleets. So we're not actually getting anything at Kagawa, we're getting 1 enemy ship at the other 2 fleets. Okay. So we just take an enemy ship, slide that under there, enemy ship, and slide that under there. So they're going to be some tougher fights because we're going to be dealing with 3 bad guys. All right. Okay, so new phase or new round. Well, let's spend our space bucks and our Oh yeah, okay. And our what's his name? And our ability to get something useful on our ship. So let's have a look here. So we haven't really had a look at these modules yet. So this bag does not come with the game. So it says to sort of put them in any sort of opaque container, like the box lid or whatever it might be. So I'm just going to reach in here. I use this bag, and it's the same with the recruiting heroes. You draw 3, and then recruit as many as you can afford or as many as you like. So interesting. Serious plating, increased hull capacity. Okay. Aster repair drone. Okay, this is all pretty defensive stuff at the moment. And then kinetic damage. Here we go. Edelweiss mine layer to any unit that spawns in your location. Wow. Okay. Now the way these work, you'll see that these there's no cost on these, because what you're supposed to do is when you draw them out, you look at this side first. So here we go. We have these 2 are costing 4, and this one is costing 2. All right, so increase your hull capacity with this simple upgrade. So if we just pay 2, we can essentially remove this plating there, I believe. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm tempted by that, especially since we have, oh, and these are 1 less. So ship modules and upgrades cost 1 less. So, wow, okay. Interesting. So I think we're going to even be able to get away with, oh, interesting. Okay. So I like the idea of this Edelweiss mine layer. The Edelweiss leaves a trail of explosives that detonate on unsuspecting reinforcements. So 1 kinetic damage, which gets through shields to any unit that spawns in your location. So if we're at Zenith 1 at the end of this round, for example, and then the threat detection puts a ship here, I'm guessing that, how would you know that? You're not supposed to know what the ships are. Actually, that spawning is referring to when you reveal the ships. So if they're at your location, so if you're involved in the fight, you essentially are doing 1 damage when they are revealed. That's kinetic, which gets through the shield. So that would have really helped with those swans. So I think that's a definite must get. I think that's great. The Aster repair drone. The Aster drone allows you to lock in a unit to guarantee shields every round. Interesting. So for 4. Oh, okay. So if you place if we roll a green, if we roll a science and we place it here, then that actually gets locked there, and we don't keep re-rolling that. So that just stays there as a permanent shield icon. So that's potentially good as well. But I do like increasing the hull capacity, because shields are great until you come across like an entire fleet of kinetic damage. Because I think with this discount we could get, this is only going to cost 3, and this is only going to cost 3. So we could afford both of these, which are both pretty big, but I do like just increasing the hull. Although our hull is so low at the moment, we're going to need to repair it. So in that case, shields would be good, but we've only got 3 shields. I think, so this is going to cost 1, and this will cost 3, so that's a cost of 4. And then we'll have 2 left over, and that just gives us money in the bank for other things. I think, as much as this would be good, I think we're going to go this way. So we'll take both the serious armor plating and the mine layer. That's going to cost us 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and what we do, we need to plug these in. So we don't want to cover up our twin linked ability. We don't really want to cover up our shield. So what we will do is we'll put our mine layer here. we'll put our armor plating here, which is going to allow us to remove that. Now, I believe that doesn't give us an automatic upgrade, though. We just now have a higher endpoint we can go to there. So, and this does seem good, but we'll put it back. I'm not sure if we put that back. Let's put it over here. Let's say we snooze or we lose on that one. I'm not sure if you can put it back in the bag or not. Okay. All right, so now that was our first action. Now we need to decide, are we going to try and repair, which means we're staying on Zenith 1 and we're not actually getting over to where the action is, or do we zip straight across here and deal with one of these missions? Now, we don't have to worry about a fleet. We could zip over here, not worry about healing up, because we're just going to be trying to take on these missions here. The downside, yeah, I think we should do that because we're not really having to deal with these ships yet, and we do want to. Or do we want to go and deal with one of these ships? Well, either way, if we repair, we're not going to be doing that either. Yeah. So okay, let's head over here. This way, we can at least be doing something. All right. So, what are we going to deal with? Harsh reality. That seems harder to get, but we do have good abilities. Then again, if we fail this, we're down to one hull point, but that'll open this way station up. I'm not too worried about this way station business here. I think we can always hire some crew later at one of these places. While we're so low, why don't we go for one of the easier ones? It's still going to give us 2 credits, but if we fail it, we're only copying 1 damage. Let's do that. Okay. All right. So second action was to move across. So we're not going to repair ourselves, so we've bought some equipment. We're heading over here. Now, there's no combat, so in the encounter phase, we just go straight to the away missions, and let's see what we get. This is looking good. I don't even think we need to use our abilities, but I think we're going to have to use one. So we've got our one little firepower symbol there. We've got one science symbol, and I mean, we could use Riggsy's ability, but we can also use, finally, Solus has woken up. We can use his ability to trigger that as well. That command symbol, double command symbol, can be used there. So we've done it. We've hunted the great white shark, and we get 2 credits for that. And we get to sell the trophy, sell the big guy. All right, so pop that down there. Get 2 space bucks back. Man, maybe this is the way to go. Maybe I like Solus's ability there. Maybe we beef up the ship rather than worrying about dice, but I do like getting the extra dice. So that can make the away missions easy too if you got lots of dice. So we got rid of number 56. And we're on to the next resolution phase. So we're going to draw 81. All right, 81. What have we got happening with 81? All right, Titan 6. We're going to have to go rumble with these guys if we want to deal with this. Mine the asteroid clusters of Titan 6 for valuable resources. Doesn't sound like we're going to get a microchip out of this, but we'll see. Beware of pirates. Okay, and just a lot of engineering there. Okay, mining mission, but wow, very lucrative. This could be worth it. All right, so we'll put this here for the moment. There we go. And 81. What do we do with 81? Here it is. Okay, and it's got a way station, so we could collect some crew there if we needed to as well. All right, do we want to rumble with these guys? Let's think about that. All right. Well, before we do though, let's check the latest fleet. The new fleet is at Terra, so where we are. Create a new fleet of 2 ships at Terra. Okay, 2 ships. And we are, what are we doing? Let's reuse the 14 since I can see them. 14 and 14. Oops, upside down, upside down. Great, okay. So now we have some choices. We can stay at Terra to deal with both a fleet and an away mission. We could head over to the mining mission. Well, I think this gives us, if we stay where we are, we can do 2 repair actions. Yes, so that's what we want to do maybe. Maybe we stay where we are, we can still do 2 repair actions, try and get ourselves ready for this ship battle. And then still be able to deal with another away mission too, so we can get a lot of out of the turn. I think that's good. We need to get our hull back up, so if we can do this twice and still have a relatively efficient turn in terms of dealing with fleets and away missions, that sounds like it might be the go. All right, let's try it out. Looking for engine. Oh, wow. Okay, that's fantastic. That's what we needed. All right. 4 of those engineering symbols, which means we get to raise our hull from 3 up to 7. And now this is interesting. Since we have gone all the way up to 7 hull, now it's almost like, do we spend our second phase doing something, or our second action doing something different? Do we, with our newfound confidence of 7 hull, do we fly over here to deal with this slightly bigger fleet before they get even bigger and still be able to deal with this mining mission, which is worth even more? Because either way, we're not going to be able to use our second action to use the way station. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we have a change of plans. We fake them out, fly over here. So second action is flying. Okay, space travel. I think we go into combat with these ships. Maybe, am I biting off more than I can chew? Nah, we can do this. Really, ideally, I would like to have a slightly better, like more damaging weapons with this twin link system before we go into three guys though. Nah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, the 5th fleet. All right. So, to any unit that spawns in this location. So I think this is it. So the Gallant. Well, this is all right. So the Gallant. Let's put these out here. Whoopsie. The Gallant, the Osiris. Ooh, Jesus, a couple of big boys. All right. So, but the good thing is we're putting out 1 damage, 2 damage, and 3 damage. We'll just double check, see if there's anything that blocks kinetic damage here. Ooh, that's... Oh. Uh-oh. That's not great. Okay, well, let's go through this. So, the Gallant. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was so confident because of this, the mine layer, but yeah, where do you see what this is? All right, so 1 shield here. This thing has ridiculous 4 shields. Okay, okay. Hopefully our hull is going to keep us going here. 4 shields, and this thing has no shields. Okay, and we were dealing 1 damage here. That's pretty good. But this thing says at the start of every combat round, all enemy ships recover 1 hull, and that's the beginning of the combat round. So that means what I just dished out is immediately going to be removed. So they're all going to recover 1 hull. Oh, that's garbage. And this thing is going to be doing that while it sticks around with 5 hull. This thing, though, we want to get rid of because it looks like every time it rolls a 1, 2, 3, or 4, they put a time symbol, a little time token down. And then I'm guessing it's going to do a ridiculous amount of damage times the amount of time on there. Let's have a look. So if it rolls a 5, 2 energy damage for each thing. So the longer this sticks around, the more damage it's going to deal in one go. Oh, okay. And this little guy, oh, now this is not great. Oh, wow. Okay, this it could all be going downhill. This guy is doing 1 energy damage if he rolls a 1 or a 2. Or if he rolls a 3 or a 4, it does kinetic damage, so puncturing straight through the shields. Plus, it does a hull breach, which means I have to roll the enemy die again. and it's going to randomly take out one of my systems, which means if it takes out this twin link, that's not great. If it takes out you know, the shields, that's not great. That's not really good. So as long as it's offline, then we're in trouble. But then, of course, we can be making use of the repair symbol or the engineering symbol. This seems like it's going to be a tough battle. All right, so start of combat, start of every combat round, we lose one hull damage. So we are going to need to dish out some damage real quick here. All right. And I'll just get the little time symbols ready too. Okay. All right. Well, we thought we can take these guys, and let's see if that's true. All right. Oh, no, that's not great. So that's useless. The shields are already on full, so that's useless. The repairing, there's nothing to repair at the moment, useless. And one energy damage is going to do 1 damage from both stations, but all that is going to do, all that's going to do is, well, I guess the good thing is because we're using twin linked, we can put 1 out, 2 out, and even though they're going to heal 1 at the beginning of the turn, there'll still be 1 there. So, all right, that's the best we can do. Ugh, okay. That was garbage. Okay, let's see what they hit us back with. A 1. So we're getting 1 energy damage, and we have to do it in this order. So we trigger this one first. 1 energy damage goes down to 2 shield. Okay, then over here we are not triggering any actual damage, but we are putting a time symbol. So we're about to get hit big time by this guy at some point. We'll just put this, now this little symbol down here too means sort of area of effect fire. So if we were playing in a multiplayer game and there were 2 or 3 of us all ganging up on this fleet, then this would be dealing damage across our fleet. But in this case, it's just me, so I'm taking all of it. So we've got 1 time symbol here. And there's nothing that triggers here, so that's pretty good. So that's not too bad. We're just trying to deal with these guys before this can trigger. That's the main thing, I guess, because otherwise they don't seem to really dish out a lot of damage. Although, yeah, this guy's not great too with the kinetic damage. That's pretty scary as well. All right, so good. So we've done the 2 damage. They've attacked back. None of these guys are going to die. So we go into the next combat round. He repairs 1 damage, Deca Builder, and we're rolling again. Okay, let's get lots of firepower, please. Oh, no. Okay, 1 shield. Okay, we can repair the shield. 2 shield. Oh, that doesn't help. And 1 repair. That doesn't help either. Nothing. Oh, which means that this is going to disappear too. Okay, so they're going to attack back, and they get a 2 this time. So 1 energy damage and 1 more time. So we're just powering up the Death Star. Here we go. And 1, that goes back down to 2. Oof. And now it's as if we didn't hit him at all. All right, come on. Oh, no. Gosh. Okay, so we'll do the same trick. We'll assign 1 firepower here, which triggers from here as well. So 2 damage to the ship here. And we really need to get rid of him, and I really need to roll better. I've rolled a shield, so that repairs there. And these medics are running around getting the medical bay ready for when this guy hits, I guess. Okay. Yep, let's find out. Ooh, 4, okay. Oh no, okay, so kinetic damage. This goes straight through, and this could be even worse if I roll, if we take out this this twin link thing. That's going to really hamper our ability too. Okay. 2. Oh, well, either way, it's essentially the same thing, isn't it? So now we need some engineering as well. So this is offline, so now we cannot use this second gun. It's been jammed or something. All right. So 2, no, what are we, sorry, going back to here, so 4 is what triggered this. So so that was the kinetic. And they do give you a second. I put the other dice away because I'm like, why do you need 2 black dice? But that's why you need it, I guess. They do give you a, not sure where I've put the extra dice, but they do give you 2 of these black dice, so you can keep that, so you can keep triggering the others and roll to see other effects. So we've done that. This adds another time. Oh my god, this is going to do 6 damage to us, 6 energy damage, if this hits at this stage. And this 4 also does an energy damage, so we're down to, wait, I think we did, oh no, because this was kinetic, so it's down to 2 shields. Okay. All right. And then beginning of a new combat round, we lose that. I roll again. And now I'm looking to repair as well. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is good. Okay, so, oh no, it's not good because this is, oh no, all good. So we're going to repair the offline system. That's good. There we go. We don't need this extra one. This is going to go in here. Okay, so these 2. So now we're doing 2 damage. Oh, I was worried there for a second. I thought, no, we can't use our twin link, but luckily we rolled the repairs, and I believe you can repair at any stage in the combat round, so that's fine. So we did the 2 damage from here. We're also now going to do 2 damage as well from this second gun, dealing the 5 that we need to finally get rid of this Decker Builder. So now just we have to hope that we can take this guy out quick enough as well. Really would have been handy to have that kinetic damage still there. And the shield at least will help us a little bit if this thing does unleash. It's 6 damage at this stage. So that's good. All right, let's find out. And the rest of these didn't do much. I noticed Solus is still sleeping. All right, here we go. Can't complain about that round though. That was better. And a 2. All right, so 1 energy damage here and 1 here. So now this is going to hit us for 8. 8 energy if it goes off, and we are doing 1 shield damage. Okay. All right, new round. Well, sorry. Before the new round, we do now trigger the destruction step. So this ship does have enough hull damage to destroy it. It goes away. It's a Federation ship. Now there are 2 Federation ships, but we will trigger the credit rating if we survive this battle. And win the battle for 3 for that one. So that's going to give us 3 credit, and then the Xeno one will give us 2. So we'll get 5 credit out of this if we are victorious. So, all right, let's go into the new round. Here we go. We've got 1 damage doubled to 2 damage. Where are we going to place this? We've got a shield. Ooh, 2 shields. Not that we need it. Just going up to 1. And the med bay, not that necessary. We really need to be rolling more of these firepower. But as you can see with the basic dice, each symbol is only on 1 face, so it's quite sort of unlikely to roll any particular symbol that you're looking for. I guess that works. I'm not sure if I've described probability correctly there, but let's see how we go. Okay, so now I also don't like the idea of this guy being around. Like we could, this is interesting. Because the longer this guy sticks around, the more he can be doing this kinetic damage to us. But I think we've got to get rid of this guy before he rolls that 5, right? All right, so 2 damage. Okay, let's see what he does. 4. Oh gosh. Okay, it's going to get to the stage where it basically he either rolls a, yeah, okay, 4, and he's going to do kinetic damage. And we lose. What station do we lose? 1. We lose. Ooh, now this is interesting. We lose station 1. Now the way this reads, you can only use station. Well, I guess it's either way, right? But it's dice assigned to this station can't be used. Can be used in this one, not vice versa, sort of thing. But either way, if we can still put our dice in here and do damage from here. We've just got to try and hopefully repair this. Okay. All right. So let's get back into it. All right. So rolling. We really need a engineering roll here. Oh no. Uh-oh, this is not good. This is not good. All right. That is not helpful. Okay. And let's see, this could take us out, I think, if he rolls a 5. 2. All right, so he's doing 1 energy damage and putting on another. Yeah, so it's getting to the stage now where if he rolls this, he's just going to clean us up. And yeah, the 2 is enough to do 1 damage there. Okay. All right. And we'll bring this one back. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, we've got our shield. Brings up the shield. Not that it's going to really help us if this guy goes off, but we've repaired the offline. We can now put this in, which is 2. So that's doing 1, 2. And then we can do the twin link, 3, 4, which is enough to take out the Osiris, but if it rolls, and what are we on? Are we on 5 or 4? I think we're on 5. If he rolls the 5, because he gets to attack before getting taken out, that's going to be 3 damage off there off the shield, but that's going to be more than enough to, what is it, doing 12 damage. So yeah, 3 off there, but still doing another, 8 or 9 damage to the hull. And that would take us down to 0 instantly, causing us defeat in this one. So it all comes down to this. Okay. 2. Oof. I mean, well, sorry, this guy could still take us out, but that was going to be game over if we'd rolled a 5. So 2. All right, we got away with it. So what's happening? They're getting another time symbol. Not that it matters at this point because now it's a moot point, but the 2 does do an energy damage, so we're knocked down to 2 shield. But whew, that was close. All right, this guy was scary. The powering up the Osiris mega cannon. Wow, okay, but he's gone. That was, wow, okay. If he was around for another turn, he would have been doing, what, 14 damage. Okay, get out of here, Osiris. All right, now are we going to somehow snatch defeat from the jaws of victory and get taken out by this gallant? Let's find out. All right. Okay, so we're doing some firepower, some shielding. There's nothing to repair and nothing to worry about in the med bay. So, and that was a blank. So this is going to do 2 damage, 1 and 2. So 1 gets through the shields and 1 hits the hull, and then he gets to retaliate. A 6, so he's not doing anything. We've got him rattled. Okay, time to finish him off. There we go. Look at that. That's what we need. Bing bang. We can do like 4 damage. You can't put more damage on a ship than they have, so that's down to a second one there. And let's just see, parting shot, if they can take our hull down with a 3 or a 4. And they don't, they're all a 5. So explode in a huge fireball, giving us another 2 credits. So that was lucky. All right, wow, that was scary. We we were very close to being taken out there. We got some clutch rolls there. Okay, well done. I think Solus came to the rescue there. I think that was the symbol we needed in our final hour there. Okay, so we get to return our shield here. All of our dice come back available, and we got 5 credits there. So that was pretty good. I'm just going to take a 5. There we go, 5 credits, which gives us, what, total of 9? I think that's right. 3 for the big decker builder and 2 for the gallant. Now, okay, well, let's go straight into, hot off the success from that, let's go straight into our mining mission. And we're looking for a bunch of, this is almost like trying to do a repair roll. We're looking for a bunch of engineering. Okay, well, let's have a look. We've got 1 engineering, we have one that can be treated as an engineering, and then because of Rigsy, we can treat any one of these sections as being available for anything. So we'll use this one here. We'll use our Gatling laser as a makeshift mining laser and complete this mission. So that's successful. We get three space creds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, let's actually convert that to another 5. I think that's right. Ooh, and we could use that as a 10, but no, let's keep the 5s. All right. Okay, so we've got our 3 creds out of that, and we're keeping the Galaxy out of the clutches so far of the Federation, but we aren't getting any closer to finding out their weakness. We need to find their weakness. Well, folks, we'll leave it there for this installment of the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you enjoyed the big clash there at the end on Titan 6. And we're actually going to skip straight into a final encounter with one of the bosses for the next video, since it does turn out that we don't quite ever find any of those microchips whilst continuing to play. So we are just going to skip straight to a final boss. All right, thanks guys. Enjoy the next video.